Welcome back to Let's Talk Harlingen. I'm Mayor Norma Sepulveda.
And I'm Cassandra Concilio.
We're here to keep you updated, informed, and connected to your city.
Let's get into it.
And in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Harlingen. We're so excited that you're here with us today. We have a very, very special episode. But before we get into it, Cassandra, what's going on around town? How have you been? Where have you been?
I've been great. Thank you so much for asking. I know this weekend is Halloween, and so everybody's excited. And the Harlingen Parks and Recreation Department has a very, very fun Trails of Treats happening at
Yes.
Launcey Hill on Halloween night. So everybody will be safe. There is police there. There's lots of candy and a lot of fun for the whole family. So I invite everybody listening to definitely go to Trails of Treats
Lots
on
of fun.
Friday, October 31st, Halloween night. So dress cute, dress in your best costume. It's just a great event.
Yeah, I think they have a Halloween contest. Lots of
Carnival.
families come out. It's really a great event. Kids bring their bags and get,
Get lots of
lots of
candy.
candies.
Well, I know that you had a special meeting last night to decide on a workshop date. And did you guys get to a conclusion?
Yes. So we have had an item that was tabled this last meeting, the meeting before. And so it really told us, like, hey, we need more information. And the best way to do that is to host a workshop. So we're going to have a workshop on a proposed development that wants to come into the city. Some of the neighbors in the surrounding area had some concerns, and we just want more information, both the commission and the community. So it's scheduled for November 5th, which is the first Wednesday of the month. It's our scheduled commission meeting, and we're going to just start a little earlier. So at 5 o'clock, we'll start with the workshop. And then immediately after the workshop, we'll go into the city commission meeting.
Perfect. And you'll be back at City Hall for the 5 o'clock meeting workshop.
Thank goodness.
And yeah, I know that you guys were moved to the museum because of the elections. And on November 5th, you'll be done with that. So you'll be back at City Hall, back to regularly scheduled programming for the city commission and business of the city. And I know for everybody that likes to attend the meetings, and especially for you guys that, do the meetings, it's good to be on the schedule because everybody knows, okay, I need to sign up for public comment before this date. And I need
Right.
to make sure my meetings are not during this time. And I
Right.
know where to go. I know how long it takes to get involved or get in there and all that. So we're going to be back to regularly scheduled programming November 5th, but you will have a workshop on that very important topic. And hopefully you guys get to a conclusion. You could hear all sides of the story and really understand the situation.
Yeah, we're excited. And again, invite everybody out. We always have our meetings the first and third Wednesday of every month. This time it's just starting a little early. Always great information. And we want to hear feedback from the community. So we encourage everybody to come out and back at our home at
City
at City
Hall.
Hall. And I forget how convenient it is to have things at City Hall because it's really kind of in the heart of the city. It's easy to get to. So when we're in different areas, you got to just add a few more minutes, right? So that you can get to your destination. But that's all great. But we have an incredible episode today.
We
And I know it's
do.
something that you're real excited about and passionate about. What are we doing today?
Today, we're going to be talking about the birding festival that is held in Harlingen every second week in November. And it has been for over 20 years. I want to say 30 years. But we're going to have the birding festival expert, Sue Griffin, here today. And we're going to ask her all of the questions that especially the audience, I think, has. A lot of people think like, oh, that birding festival is happening again, or like, oh, I missed it, or no. But there's people from all over the world that have it specifically in their agendas. They have it, planned out months, years in advance that they're coming to Harlingen for this festival. I know that it's not just a Harlingen thing. It's not just a Valley thing. It's an international festival. People come from all over the place. And we're going to get into all those details with Sue Griffin today. And it's such a great festival because like I said, people come from international, like all over the place, but you can literally be a birder in your backyard.
I know. I am.
You
I
are?
am.
What have you seen?
I even have a little camera. I'm gonna once I need to figure out how to download all the photos and send them to you. But I have a little I guess what do you call it? Like
Bird
a
cam.
bird a bird cam. That's exactly what it's called. And so we got it for Evan and it's super cute and you just get to capture them kind of feeding because you put, a little bit of food there and they all hang out in the backyard. And I know that people from all over the community do this, and they share their photos. And can you identify this bird, or can you identify this bird? And this is something that I think everybody talks about because I was, my other life, we're talking about like switching gears, right? In my other life, I was in court the other day, and it's a new lawyer that had moved into town and chose Harlingen. So, and he didn't know, of course, that I was a mayor. So I'm trying to ask questions like, "Why did you choose Harlingen?" Trying to, I was like, "Okay, what hat is this, Norma? Calm down." But I was asking him questions. Why'd you choose Harlingen? And just getting some feedback. I'm always excited when there's new people in Harlingen. And he said, "I've heard that there's a lot of birding that happens here in Harlingen." I was like, "Yes, and it is happening just really soon here." So he jotted on his calendar, and
Mhm.
and then it told me this is a young man coming from, I think, Dallas area, and so he knew that in Harlingen this is something
A big
that you
thing.
can, yeah, you get to experience, and it's just something that you mentioned. People from all over come to this event. Tell us kind of the connection or how the CVB works in terms of supporting this event and why it's important to support this
Yeah.
event.
So, like I mentioned, people from all over the place come and stay in Harlingen. So, part of the CVB or Visit Harlingen is people need to stay in a hotel. We promote staying in a hotel, and
Harlingen
yes, in
Hotel.
a Harlingen hotel, and that is how we do marketing and events for the city. So, if you come in for the market for the bird festival, the birding festival, it is a week long event, and we have thousands of birders come and stay in Harlingen for a full week, filling up our hotels, creating hot tax revenues for the CBB and for the city of Harlingen, really. So thankful to those birders that come and stay. We're able to produce events, we're able to do
Mhm.
marketing, we're able to do so much stuff with those monies. And the CVB does not produce the birding festival, but we do help them, right? So it is a sponsorship. They send over an application that's pretty in detail. We ask how many people stay here, how long do they stay here, how often do they come back, and what do they do when they're here, and they do have so much of that information, and it is a great economic driver in the city of Harlingen
Oh, yeah.
because birders come and they just hang out, they check out the birds, they eat here, they sleep here, and it's amazing how far they come from.
Right.
So that is really how the Visit Harlingen and the Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival are connected. They do have their own committee that sets everything up. They do the field trips, they do all of that, but we really just help in marketing. We do ads with them, we do things like that. This year, we're actually going to have a booth at the festival. So you can come check us out at the booth, and we want to be welcoming everybody. So we're going to be more involved
Good.
this year, and it's just growing and growing. But we're definitely going to ask you all these questions and more, so please stay tuned for our interview with Sue Griffin. Joining us today is Sue Griffin, one of the dedicated leaders behind the Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival. Sue has been involved with the festival for many years, helping it grow into a world renowned event that attracts thousands of visitors every fall. The festival not only celebrates our incredible wildlife, but also promotes education, conservation, and community pride.
Sue, welcome to Let's Talk Harlingen. We are so thrilled to have you here with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Well, Sue, I know that you're an expert in the Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival, but can you give us an overview of what it's all about?
Yes, the people come here because of the unique birds that we have. We have about 12 birds that they can't find anywhere else. And birders are people who like to make lists and they want to have these unusual birds on their list. So they come here. And once they come back. Because there is so much to do here. And, we have our festival in the fall when it's starting to get cold everywhere else, and here it's just really good weather. And so, people come, they go on field trips, they listen to speakers who are informing them about, how to ID certain birds or, an experience that they've had. Um, we have a number of vendors from foreign countries. And so we have what we call birding around the world, where they can tell us about birding in their country and encourage people to travel. Uh, we have Honduras, Panama, Colombia. We have Great Britain. We have China.
Wow.
So there are so many different vendors that we have, and So we look forward to that every year. And these are friends because they have been coming for years. You meet them at other festivals because, as part of our outreach, we go to other festivals and have a booth, and you'll see people there, and they come up and they start telling the people we're talking to about how wonderful our festival
Harlingen
is.
is.
I love that.
Yes. I love
Yes.
that. I know that there's multiple parts to the RGVBF, right? So there is an expo at the Harlingen Convention Center with how many booths do you have?
72.
72 booths. So
Wow.
wow,
Yeah.
you get to learn about birds from around the world, other festivals, tons of stuff in the
Yes,
expo.
we have, if you're looking for a new pair of binoculars, it's a
I am.
chance to it's a chance to go in and talk to the sales reps and try them out. They'll take you outside, they'll set them up for you, give you some targets to look at, something to compare to, and we have 5 different, optics companies, and then we
Wow.
have a particular retailer that then sells all of those. And right now during the festival, they're gonna have a 10% discount.
Hey, get your
So,
binoculars this
yes,
week.
this is a good time to buy Christmas presents.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of artists that are selling nature art. We have a number of, people who are representing our local sites, our, state parks, our, wildlife refuges, and, places that you can go and
And
have a lot of birds to see.
bird
That
sightings.
is
Yes.
so exciting. When you talk about field trips, can you describe a little about what happens in the field trips for our viewers?
Yes. We have, 4 guides to 40 people. So it's about 10 to 1. If you're on a bus, you're going to have 4 different people. We split up into little groups. When you get to the site, you will disembark and take a trail or get on a tram. We have field trips that are set up that are called easy because we go to the state parks where they do have trams, and they are able to then, see the birds without having to have, that extra effort. Uh, then we also have, trips that go as far as the King Ranch,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
and so that's quite a unique experience. We have a trip going there every day. And then there is another location in the western part of the valley up close to Zapata that is Santa Margarita Ranch. And there are some very unusual birds there that we can't get anywhere else. And so these are birds that are sort of vagrants from Mexico. One of them is called a brown jay, in the
Hey.
Mm.
same family as our green jay, but that's one of the locations we can be pretty sure that we're always going to get it. Uh, we go to South Padre for and Boca Chica both for shorebirds. So we have a variety of not only locations, but species that we're targeting.
That is incredible.
So you can check out the expo and then you have to sign up for the field trips.
You have to register and sign up for the field trips. But if you're local and you just want to come to the trade show and do some of the activities that and listen to the speakers, that's free.
Oh, so what other activities do you have going on at the expo?
Well, we have a children's activity every, Saturday and Sundays, starting at 11 on Saturday and 12 on Sunday. There are different stations for the children to go to and activities to do, not only in what we call our nature nook, but also within the trade show, we have different vendors that are carrying on activities at their booth. And so maybe an optics vendor might show them how to look through binoculars, or a state park might show them a special bird that they could see if they went there. So there's a lot of different activities. Along with this, we have a little speakers area within the trade show where these talks that we talked about with the international birders We have people talking about how to set up your backyard so that you can have birds.
Hey, we need to definitely go to that one. The mayor says she has a bird cam,
Yes.
but we haven't seen any birds yet from it. So we're gonna have to get into let's see
Yes.
what you got. I do want to ask you. I know some years there has been sightings of rare birds in
Mhm.
Harlingen. What is the most special ones that you can think of that have only been spotted in Harlingen that you have to come to the festival to see if you could catch a glimpse of?
Oh, goodness. We have had a rare bird in the valley. I can't say just in Harlingen, but
Because they
in
fly.
the valley because they fly, every year. And so, the, I'm terrible right now because I can't remember the bird here, but it was in Ramsey Nature Park, and it
Oh.
was a little warbler, and it was a very unusual and it stuck around all year. Yeah.
No, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah. So, but we have, uh, just in Ramsey Nature Park, we have 3 different kinds of kingfishers. We have kiskadees, green jays, just thrashers. We have so many birds. Just last week, one of my teammates was out in Ramsey, and the pond was dry. And so they, called the city, and we use effluent water in those ponds, and so they refilled them. The day before the pond was full, they had had 12 species that they saw. The day the pond got filled, it wasn't even full, it was half full, they had 72.
Oh, wow.
Wow, so we need to make sure those water ponds have water to make sure the birds are coming
That's
back.
right. The ecosystem needs to be complete.
Sure.
Water, food, shelter.
And Hugh Ramsey has it all, and it's very easy to get
Yes,
there,
it is.
and it has nice little walking trails,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, and it's one of the first places that our visitors go to when they get out of the airport because it's just right there.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's shaded, it has
Yes.
some benches, so
Right.
it's for all levels, right? You don't
Yes.
need to be an expert birder
Oh,
to
no.
go there.
No. And there's always somebody willing to help you. Birders are very friendly people. And so if you're going to Ramsey and you see somebody with some binoculars and they're looking, ask them what they're looking at. They probably will let you look through their binoculars.
Or will they say, "Shh,
No.
Oh.
don't."
What is a tip that you could give birders that are people that are just starting out that say, "Okay, I have all of these species on hand. I wanna check them out." What is the first step that you would say that they should do?
If they're doing it for their yard, get native plants because the birds feed on those native plants. That's what they're used to. You don't always have to put out seed. You can just give them nectar plants. If you want hummingbirds, have Turk's cap. There's just so many different native plants. But if you're just going out to, say, a refuge, the thing that I tell people most, it's birds are used to noise. They're not gonna be afraid of somebody talking, but they're not used to movement. So move slowly. Don't run, don't jump around, don't wave your hands. Just, go and blend in with nature as much as possible.
Mm, those are really, really good tips. What about for locals? I talk to people in the community and everybody knows about the birding festival, but when I have on these one-on-one conversations, no one's really not no one, but a lot of people haven't experienced everything that you're sharing here with us
Mhm.
today. If you have a local that has just a little bit of time and maybe they want to pop in for 3 or 4 hours, would you recommend a tour? Would you recommend just coming to the expo or a certain listening session that's important to kinda
Mhm.
get just your feet wet a little
Right.
bit to see if it's something that you want to continue on as a hobby.
Right. I recommend, the children and family tours that we have that are free.
Okay.
There's on Saturday and Sunday morning, in Ramsey Park and at the San Benito Wetlands. We have guides that are there. You just show up, and they will take you on a walk, and they will help you to learn the birds and to learn how to bird. And so that is always my first recommendation is that get out in the field, get with some people. Uh, Once you meet the guides that are gonna be local, then they can tell you about where you can go, what you can do, the local birding club you can join. And so that's what I recommend most.
That's fantastic. And what day is this? What
Those
days?
are Saturday and Sunday. I thought I had, excuse me just a minute. Um,
That's exciting. Maybe you
yes.
and I should join in.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I
we
would love to have you.
what's
Yeah.
her outfit? I really, we're talking about people coming into the community, and
Mhm.
can you give us a little more insight about how the festival supports local businesses and the Harlingen community?
Yes, we bring in over $250,000 in revenue from our participants, and all of that money is spent in the local community. We house all of our guides, and we pay for that, so we're supporting 2 different hotels. We feed our people. On Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings, we have what we call a Kiskadee cordial and Blanquitas and Reina's and Greg's Kitchen are 3 of the local companies here in town that are supporting that and that, we pay to come and have a taste of Harlingen. So we've got the barbecue, we've got the Mexican food, and then, we have a welcome reception on Tuesday evening,
Mhm.
and all the catering for that is local. And so, we try and we always our printing is local. Anything that we can do, our trophies are local. We don't order from Amazon or, you know, just try to stay as much as we can. We use local guides. So, yes, our budget is quite large. And in an economic development study that we did, we figured out that in one weekend, we bring in about $3 million.
So
That's
let's just take a
awesome.
Yeah.
moment to
Yes.
really appreciate this because I think that the community, since we have this year after year,
Mhm.
they for might forget that this is a huge economic engine,
Yes.
and you're providing so many opportunities for for people from all over the
That's right.
world to come experience Harlingen. So while we are at 3 million for just a weekend,
Mhm.
I think we also need to look at this more comprehensively and say how many
Exactly.
people come and visit Harlingen for the first time, and then these individuals continue to come to the city of
That's
Harlingen to
right.
tour or to maybe this is their second home. We get
Mhm.
more winter Texans. We get more people retiring in
Mhm.
Harlingen, getting more people to just experience not just Harlingen, but all of South Texas. And
Well
so it's really gives an individual that has no knowledge of our community
mhm.
because I remember last year going and there was this bus and there were and I stood I was there at the convention center and
Mhm.
as they were getting off of the bus I was like, "Well, where are you from? Where are you people come from all different parts of the world,
Mhm.
not just the US." And
That's
so
right.
it's pretty incredible
It
and
is.
to know that you are giving them a glimpse of Harlingen because they're staying
Mhm.
here,
That's right.
experiencing the region, and when you come to the valley, you fall in love with the people, you fall in love with the food, and then if you're a
Right.
birder, this is a place that you could potentially come back to live.
That's right, and I can tell you that 2 of the people on my core team right now were people like that. They came
That's
to the
awesome.
festival, and then they came back as retirees.
I love that.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
and
You're
then
exposed
the
them to
other
that.
thing I tell people when we do our outreach is, if you can't come to the festival, come to Harlingen because we're the hub of the valley. We're in
Right.
the center of all of the different birding sites. And so
Mhm.
you can stay here, and within an hour, you're at any of the sites
Mhm.
in the immediate valley. And within 2 hours, you're even close to Rio Grande City
Right.
and some
Kings.
of the other further locations. So it's definitely the place to stay when you come to bird down here. And another offset of that is not only do people come to our festival, but the different tour guides that are here as vendors set up trips before and after. So they will have between 10 and 14 people that are gonna stay another week.
That's fantastic.
And some of those people come to the festival and then go on the special tour, or some of them only come to the special tours, but it's still more birders in Harlingen.
I have a question. I think you and I've discussed it about why are the birds in Harlingen to begin with?
Well, we are first off at a convergence of 2 different migration, areas. And so, as the birds are going south in the winter and north in the summer or spring, they come through Harlingen. They're not going to, fly over the Gulf of Mexico. Some do, but, and then because we have, our area is actually further south than 1/3 of Mexico. And we're bordered on the west by mountains. We're bordered on the right by the Gulf. And so any of the Mexican birds that are escaping habitat destruction or just out looking for a new place to live come to Harlingen. And that's why we get so many what we call vagrants and rarities.
Mhm.
Uh, the most famous of all of our rarities is, the Amazon kingfisher, and it was found, actually in a resaca down, off Highway 100, and it stayed around for about 3, 4 weeks, but it was found during our festival. So,
That's awesome.
yes, yes.
Were you able to tag it or no?
No. It's very difficult to ban bigger birds, particularly things like kingfishers.
Mhm.
Their bills will tear up a net.
Oh, I was like, "Dear
Wow.
person." Oh, no.
No. Oh, no. No, no.
Oh
Calm
my
down.
I know. Well, we definitely have to be putting up pictures of these birds and try to get everybody in here. I know that we created a birding guide for the city of
Yes.
Harlingen,
Mm.
and if everybody listening right now, you can pick one up at our downtown. It's our visitor center, and you could, if you check mark these birds that you've seen off, we will give you a swag bag. We've got T-shirts, we've got hats, we've got really cool things. But I really want everybody to like come by the office, pick up this little booklet, or you can download it on our website. So you don't
Yes.
have to come physically. You can download it on our website, and it has all of this information of where you can bird around town,
Yes.
what birds you might be able to see around town, and if you want to register for the birding festival, or just go check out the
Mhm.
expo.
Yes. And I might say in that, booklet, the, one of the special birds that we have here in Harlingen are our red-crowned parrots. And
Oh, yeah.
everybody loves to go see the parrots. So that's another benefit of Harlingen.
I know the Red Crowns. We support the Red
I
Crown
know.
soccer team. They're
Yes.
named after the parrot that's,
Mhm.
very popular here. People come from literally all over the world to come see these Red Crown parrots.
That's true. That's
We are
true.
so fortunate here in Harlingen to have folks like you that dedicate your time. We want to thank you for everything that you do for our community and for the birding community. Because this is a full-time job, it seems like, and I know it's a big production, and people from all over the world
Yeah.
come to our community because of people like you that put us on that national stage. So thank you so much for everything that you do. We're excited. This is going to
We're gonna
be
go.
a great
Good.
event, and Cassandra and I are going to go pick out our outfits, and
Yeah.
we're gonna we'll be there.
Birders.
Yes,
Good.
yes, yes, definitely, and maybe we take our team with us, just to kind of really showcase. I think we have a great opportunity here. We have a
Yes.
wonderful team here in Harlingen to kind of just let people know what they're
Mhm.
missing, if they're not, taking the time to go out there, because sometimes I think it's, when you live in a community and these wonderful things are happening around us, you almost, don't appreciate them as
Mhm.
much, or you don't take advantage of it. But you got people coming from all over, so I think it's important for the locals to participate too. So we
Yes.
really want to encourage everybody, all families. There's something for everyone, whether it is a free tour or more, in-depth
Mhm.
tour, more educational. Lots of opportunity, and it's always great to see how people are doing it in other parts of the world. And
That's
so
true.
that's
That is true.
wonderful.
And if they want more information, they can go to our website rgvbf.org.
Wonderful. And I'm sure we'll get Brandon to put that up on the screen for those that are watching and tuning in. But thank you so much. I don't know, before we wrap up, Cassandra, this has been so interesting. If you got any
This
final
has.
questions or final thoughts.
I just think everybody needs to go to the expo to see where they can begin birding,
Hmm.
what they can start doing. They can buy a cool shirt, they can buy some binoculars and get out and really just enjoy nature and learn what we have in Harlingen. People come from all over the world. We got to check it out first for ourselves. So
That's
that's what I'm
right.
telling everybody.
That's wonderful. I
So
appreciate being here.
thank
Thank you
you,
so
Sue.
much. Well, this has been a very, very interesting, informative episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it just as much as we did. Excited to be able to go out there. This is
Oh, I was just
with the
gonna read the
birds.
fifth through ninth, 32nd annual.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, this has been such a fabulous episode. Learned so much, and I'm excited. It's already happening next week, Cassandra. I think we need to take the team and go out there and show our viewers what they've been missing. I'm excited. What are those dates again?
So the 32nd annual Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival is November 5th through the 9th of 2025. You can go to the expo at the Harlingen Convention Center. You can go to the free kids activities all week long. Check out the Raptor show. Get all of this information at their Facebook, which is RGVBF or Rio Grande Valley Birding Festival. All of that information is there. Everybody should check it out just to learn a little bit more of what's in their backyard.
Sounds good. We will see you out there.
Yeah, see you at the Birding Festival.
That's it for this episode of Let's Talk Harlingen.
If you like what you heard today, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts.
We've got more conversations coming your way.
Let's talk again soon, Harlingen.